I am praying that they do, and I hope they do. But it also depends on how you look at the development goals, because we all have our little aims and objectives. If you want to look at achieving, the individual has to set goals. It is not what somebody sets as a goal. If I set my goal and I'm able to achieve it, I would have achieved. Maybe for some of them, their goal is being able to take their children through school. If you look at it from that way, most of them would have. If some of them want to live a better life, a better house, most of them would be able. So on a broader time, it depends on how we discuss with them, because if we set the agenda for them, we may say that they have not achieved. But if we ask them to set their own agenda, they would be able to tell us themselves whether they would have achieved or not. Because it's not just about money, it's about self-satisfaction, gratification. Because you set your agenda, you're able to reach there, then you are gratified. It's not like saying that, oh, this is the agenda for women, they should be able to achieve this. Maybe that's not what they want to achieve. So if they are able to achieve that which they set out for themselves, then they would have achieved.
Madam Balde, what do you think are some of the mechanisms that should be put in place for these women by government and NGOs to assist them to achieve their development targets?
Personally, I would believe that in setting those targets, we should set them with them. We should not set the targets and come and tell them these are the targets. We should be able to go down to their level and ask them to set their own targets and tell us how they want to get there. Then we can come back and measure. Yes, because some of the time we set our targets and we think that's what they want to achieve. And that's not what they want to achieve. So maybe it's high time we get to them to set those benchmarks. Then we can do something. Government is doing a lot. Non-governmental organizations are doing it. There's a lot of support going out there. But we really need to go back also to see that support that has been provided. Is it the right type of support? And do they appreciate, or would they want it to continue? Or do they want us to change from what we are doing to what they want us to do? Yeah.
What is the way forward for the rural women in 10 years to come?
The way forward? I believe that charity begins at home. You may give all the training, you can provide all the resources, but it is from within that change has to come. And I would really urge those women who we consider as poor, but for me poverty is relative. Poverty is not about a lack of money. Poverty is a lack of ideas of how to get out of poverty. So if they are able to look at themselves, look at their potential and market those potential and get up and be able to demand their rights. Because it's about knowing where to go, which doors to open to get there. Because you can bring all the resources. Because I have been in a community. This community was trained in tailoring. They were giving machines. But when the project ended, it ended there. When their machines had problems, they didn't have the capacity to repair those machines to move on. So you can give everything to somebody. But if that somebody is not able to harness that inner resource, that inbuilt, because they first have to realize that they have that potential. It's that potential that has to come out from them, for them to be able to get out of that poverty. Because it's not enough to have everything around you. You can have all the ingredients to cook your benachin, but if you don't know how to cook that benachin, you will be hungry. So I think the onus lies on them to look within themselves, plan for themselves, and get out of poverty.
The way forward is for all of us to put hands on deck to support these women. And we support them by bringing projects into their communities, training the women on how to be sustainable, how to make their lives better. Because if a woman's life is better, you rest assured that her daughter's life is better, her son's life is better, her husband's life is better, and everybody in the community around her, their life will be better just from that one woman. Because when a woman has something, she shares it with the whole community. It's not just for herself. So now let's all put hands on them to make sure we support these ladies, that they can support their girls.
And with that, we now take a short music break. We'll be back momentarily. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Women's Magazine now looked at different opinions from women on what type of cream they apply on their skin. We have more on that in this piece. The skin is an everlasting changing organ that contains many specialized cells and structures. The skin functions as a protective barrier and interfaces with a sometimes hostile environment. It is also very involved in maintaining the proper temperature from the environment and plays an active role in the immune system, protecting us from disease. This takes us to the Serekunda market, where different products on skin care are available. At the Serekunda market, shops that sell cream, most of them contain strong chemicals, and yet still women prefer buying them.